And we're gonna roll in 10, 9,
Period.
8,
I love it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Away with Words, the podcast. It's your girl B Stories.
It's A Tati.
And it's MJM Kid.
And Be Easy in the back. What's up, everybody? Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
What's up? Shut up.
Today is gonna just be a little bit of a random episode, so just strap in and enjoy. If you're having one of those days where you just like need a little nonsense, this will be that for you today.
Congrats.
Congrats, you made it. Before we get into that, make sure that you're rating, reviewing, that you're subscribed if you're not yet subscribed, that you're leaving comments if you're on YouTube, that you're sharing with people that you like and enjoy and love, or even sharing to your enemies. Doesn't matter to us. Please just do the things that you can do to help us grow because we really appreciate it and we love you for it. You can also, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. You can hit us up on yaymash.com. You can listen to my other podcast, Your Morning Message. You can just do all that stuff too. And thank you in advance. Tats, you want to break some ice? So, that was on cue with the sound. I know it was. Tell me if it wasn't.
That will be, even though me and Michael already know one of these answers for each other. But
Whoa.
who is your favorite member of Danity Kane
Oh.
and Day 26?
Danny Kane on Don Richard. Day 26. Brian.
Interesting. Really? Why?
Like,
I mean, he's up there with me too,
Ad-libs.
but
Just
ad-libs, yeah.
He does them well.
You're so right.
That's it.
okay.
I saw him in a concert the other day.
Oh, how was
Well,
he?
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was singing?
The whole group was there.
Oh.
They opened up.
He was singing.
Like,
She hates his singing.
no. I love his singing. I always picture when they was like battling on that episode, and he was in the front, like with his hand out while he was singing.
He's
Singing his
very
little
very
heart out.
emotional when he sings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why his ad-libs be so good.
Yeah,
He's
you're right
got
about
his
that.
Fucking foot in it. Soul.
Yeah. So Danity Kane, my favorite member is obviously Andrea. I love her so much. And Day 26 is really kind of hard, guys, because
I get it.
She likes Mike.
Yeah, so
I like Mike a lot
so
too.
freaking much. But also Will was
Yeah.
definitely like while it
Shout
was
out to Will.
happening, like as the show was on
Thank
air
you.
and everything
Thank
was happening,
you.
I
Thank
was
you.
really crazy.
Yeah, I think
And
most were.
then,
Yeah.
like more in
okay.
today's time, like as time has gone on, I'm like, no, I'm fucking with Mike
Yeah.
all the way.
Shout out to
Love
Quiet
him.
Storm.
When I listen back
Yes.
to music, Mike was definitely
Lights Out, Candles Lit by Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
It's still in my rotation right now. So I
Go Wills.
love Willie too.
Chicago shit.
Yeah.
Chicago.
For Day 26, I'm gonna stick with Chicago shit. So definitely will.
Okay, period. Yeah, he's
And Danny Kane's my girl Shannon Biggs. All day, every day. That is my girl. She is the performer. She's just good in the group. She just fills in all the pieces. She's a dancer. She used to tell me happy birthday every year on Twitter.
Aw,
It was great.
yes.
The original Dangerously in Love karaoke singer.
Okay, period.
She has to sing that every time she goes to
Oh
a
my
club.
God.
Like she
I'm
has
in
to
love with the you.
with a you.
It's okay, Shan. You made the band.
You did it.
Yes, she did. She did.
I love that. Okay, McGee, would you like to kick us off in a check-in?
I can do my best.
What do you do?
Physically,
Right?
I'm
Or your
feeling
worst. It's all
very.
accepted.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said,
you
or
can do
your worst. I said, it's
Oh,
all accepted.
or the worst. Yeah.
Do your
What? Not all, what are you doing?
Come on, I have a tight shirt on, so
Like that's like your
It's
weird
squeezing
like
the
fidgets.
pecs.
Like you don't know what to do with yourself, so you just start like playing with
Oh,
fake
I
body
definitely
parts.
do that, especially
Yeah.
when I have on like jewelry. I'm
But
just
he
like,
doesn't have boobs. So you
yeah,
just,
I mean they're man boobs.
they're not out there though. You can't juggle them.
Yeah, they don't jiggle.
jiggle, jiggle.
My skin is very moisturized, so that's how I'm feeling physically. Yeah.
Soft.
Yep, put a little bit of Shayla Ray. Hey, Dane. Emotionally feeling joy. How about it?
Down in my heart.
The tension is on. It's November. Oh, Grammington's birthday is coming up. He'll be
The
one.
baby. He'll be
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like he's been in our lives forever.
He be so
Exactly.
calm, and then they always be posting stuff like he just reckless.
He's out of control.
They be like, he about to tear this store up. and then they show him, and he just be like so chill. I be like,
He
stop
runs
coming at
wild,
him.
but he's such a sweet
Criminalizing him.
baby.
like, yeah, like he be so calm.
He's a sweet baby.
baby.
He's turning 1. Actually, the same day is my nephew, Miles. They have the same birthday.
Not both your nephews on the same day.
That's going to be stressing me out.
Adorable. I love that.
Because you don't know which party to go to.
Just where do I go? Spiritually, feel loved. Did I say what my attention is on? Yeah, it was Graham's birthday and Miles' birthday. Yeah.
The way you said feel loved, it felt so rushed to remind me of the wood. Like, I like sports and that's it. I think about that a lot, actually.
Wow.
Physically, I got a little bit of a headache right here. Emotionally, there's joy on the surface.
Yeah.
My attention is currently on. I think it's about time we start thinking about my birthday, actually. It's 3 months away, so should probably figure that out.
Yeah.
Spiritually, I'm feeling, I'm feeling like, I don't know. Spiritually, I'm feeling clouded.
So physically, I am feeling a little bit of heaviness on my eyes. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I can feel it creeping in. And emotionally, I am feeling steady at the moment. My attention is on the holidays. I've started all of my Christmas shopping, and once I start, I cannot stop. I
get
get
that.
very addicted to getting it done.
Yeah.
Like once I buy my first gift, I'm like, who's next? Like I need it out of
Who's
the way.
next?
I need it out of the way. I need it done so that I can focus on trying to enjoy the holiday season.
Yeah.
Because the shopping is stressful, and like trying to make sure I get everything for everybody. I be broke, so I just need that out the way.
You're usually done by now, girl.
No. I don't be, my last day be Black Friday.
Oh, got it.
That's
You
usually
start in
my-
September.
Yeah, but I didn't start in September this year. I didn't start until October
Oh, shoot.
this year.
Oh, shoot.
Right, I'm so behind, right? So, yeah. So I'm trying to finish all that. Still be done by Black Friday, hopefully. And spiritually, I don't know. Spiritually, I just feel like we just hanging on.
All right.
Stand alive, stand alive. So, speaking of just hanging on, as you know, some of you know, I have been in a rough era, and I've decided to opt out. You know, I've decided to opt out of doing the work, if you will. So no more processing, no more talking through, no more deep and meaningful thoughts. No more, empathy, no more feeling things unless it's pleasure. So we are now entering what I'm calling a silly girl era. So this is our silly girl episode.
All
So
Okay.
let's get started. So if you decided today, if you woke up this morning and it just got put on your heart, like, my intention today is to just be a silly person, what would your actions be? What does silly look like for you, McGee? Let's start with you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silly?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a naturally silly person.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like to think so.
For
What is
sure.
out the ordinary silly for me?
Well, what do you do now that you think is silly?
Everything.
I think how I talk and
Yeah.
how my mind works sometimes.
You're saying it like you're critiquing it. Like,
How I talk and how I walk and
I like
My
just
natural
burst
mood.
out into either song or silly jokes or
yeah, I love that.
yeah. find joy in like getting reactions out of my friends.
do.
So
You do.
that's and it's like, oh, be quiet, or I'm done with you, or shut up. And I'm
Stop
like,
it.
oh,
Yeah, y'all hear me.
I
say
guess
that, like,
mission
5
accomplished.
times in a day.
yes, Tati is the easiest to get to. Yeah,
Is
she is. Yeah, I don't know. Come back.
that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be your first action item on the day that you woke up and said, I'm just gonna be silly today?
Spend all my money.
Period.
Spend all my money on stuff that I want, like food and clothes, and just be telling myself like,
Doesn't matter.
yep, like who knows?
La, la,
Who
la, la,
knows
la, la,
where
la.
tomorrow will take us? But today,
Yeah.
you getting all those clothes you want, you getting your nails done, you getting your feet done, you getting whatever meal you want. That would be being silly to me because I think I'm always heavy on like
The money.
like being responsible and just
Yeah, yeah.
responsibilities, and then be like a heavy weight, and I'm like, I can't do that, I can't do this, so I gotta make sure I do that first. So yeah, that would be silly.
That makes
to me.
perfect sense. When I actually, this episode is inspired by one of my TikToks, and I said that in my silly girl era, I just want to shake ass, make laughs, and spend money.
Yeah.
That's so that was perfect. I think my
Yes.
first action item would be I would probably leave my house at like noon. I'll probably stay in bed like really, really late, which is something that I never ever do. Like
Yeah.
that seems silly to me. Like not seizing the day, if you will. But I would not seize the day. I would let it pass. and then I would leave the house and I would just walk aimlessly, which I do a lot now. But I would do it with joy. I wouldn't be
Right.
contemplating. I wouldn't be thinking about my last conversation with my therapist or my last deep conversation with I wouldn't be processing anything. I would just be empty-minded, just walking through the streets.
Right.
And I would probably stop somewhere colorful and get something like ice cream. Like, that would be the first thing I eat instead of, like, real food.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
I'll just
fun.
be silly. That would just be my silly.
I would like to add
Yes.
calling off work to my silly day.
Work doesn't even
To
exist in my silly mind.
Yeah, that's why I would be
what I'm
calling
saying.
off. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
I
would
wouldn't
also
even-
not go there.
Right.
Word. Do you have any silly action items now that you've thought about it?
I'm sticking to what I said.
Period.
Yeah.
You're like, I said what I said. What is something that at any given moment, if you thought about it, it'll just make you burst into laughter?
Oh, so many.
Right. Burst into laughter.
So many.
I feel like
makes
it's
me nervous.
so many that
Yes.
it's hard to pin down something.
There's so many one-liners and
No, that's true. You really do. You do get tickled by quotables.
the
There's
quotes.
so many things. It's a lot of
What is
pressure.
yours?
Mine?
Mine. Yeah.
It's this video that I found on TikTok that I sent to my mama and my brother and my uncles of this little boy. It was this dude like recording this little boy, like a little boy. This little boy had to be like 6 years old, very tiny. It's not behind you. It's not.
It's just like where's it coming from?
It's not. It's not behind you.
No, cause I could tell why you thought that, but it's not.
Like you're
Or
saying.
yes, it is. Yes,
It's like
it
right
is.
here.
Yeah, you're right. I thought it was above. I don't think Mike's picked that up though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So
We're
the
good.
audience is just like, what?
Yeah, this is just a noise.
I understand, but or maybe you're not, and you're hearing this, and welcome.
Right.
It's a video of this dude. He's recording this little boy. The little boy looks no older than like 6 years old, and we don't know the context. Like we don't know how this started.
Right.
But it starts with the little boy saying to this man, like, "Everybody know you stupid. Everybody know you a bitch," and it kills me because why would that little boy say that?
Giving him eye contact.
Looking right at him. And he's recording him. And the way he says it is like, you're very clearly a child. This
Yeah.
isn't coming from a place of like, you're still like childlike. Because you would sing that. Everybody know you stupid. And who is everybody?
Talk about and who
So
is
many people
everybody?
in
Who
the
told
mix.
you that? So that cracks me up. Just the thought of it just tickles
Dang,
me.
it is too
And I
many.
said to my mother,
Yeah.
fun fact, my mother really, really loves hearing kids curse.
Right.
That's like
That's why she lets y'all curse.
a joy.
Because it
Maybe
made her
that
happy
is.
inside.
Yeah, maybe that was for her more than it was for us. But she really likes hearing little kids curse.
So many noises.
Yeah, she's talking about chaos. No, one of my mama's favorite stories that her and my uncles were at a grocery store and they were going like through the parking lot and there was a little boy like by himself, and my mama was like, are you okay? Like, where's your mommy? And the little boy said, I curse a lot.
Just why he's by himself.
Like, and that's what they
He's
left
like,
him.
he's like, let me tell you.
He's like, before you try to like take care of me or like take me home or something, he's like, let me just run it down for you. I
Play
curse a
by
lot.
I curse a lot. So
Very
my-
happy about
my
it.
My brother loves little kids.
Huge-
that act like that.
Huge accomplishment. It is too much stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't believe you asking me that because that is such. Especially when you just send me so many TikToks.
So, oh my god.
It's like I oversaturated with funny stuff.
I didn't have to say she was white, but that girl on TikTok that
Yeah.
we love.
Oh yeah.
When I saw her for the first time, I immediately was like, Michael needs access to all of her content.
It was the at the table thing, right?
Yeah.
She was like, I think we're all.
everybody-
I think everyone's
everybody's
good.
good.
I think we're
I was
ready
like,
for dessert.
I hate this girl. Michael is going to love her.
Love it. Tati, you have to see it.
I'm gonna
So
start sending
good.
it to you. Tell me, I'm gonna start sending
She's
it
great.
to you.
I laugh every time on the movie Honey when they do like this dance at the when
Me
they
and Tati could never take
when
it.
like Lil Romeo and his friends come in and then like they was like talking shit in the back like man this like weak as hell and then like Honey came in and they were like oh and like they went back to doing the dance. Me and Michael
Said, oh,
we cracked
back to
up every
rehearsal.
time and they weren't on that part. That wasn't the part. And
They
I laugh
weren't.
at that every time.
Tell me they was
No, that was part of the dance, but that's the very beginning.
Oh.
So
It
when
is.
they like tried to like act like they were dancing, they were like, and they just went.
They were mocking
I
her.
I laugh at. They were mocking her, calling her dances weak.
Weak.
So I laugh at that, and I also always laugh at the video with the little girls with the birthday cake
Oh.
when
Oh, her sister?
Me and Michael
when she
too.
dragged her.
That
Me and Michael
was.
did that to each other a lot. Just
Yeah, just.
Yeah,
she was crazy.
She was
Somebody
crazy.
check on that little girl.
yeah.
That's like sociopathic behavior.
I saw the full video. They kept blowing out her. I mean, they kept lighting the candle so she can keep blowing it.
And she kept doing it.
No, she didn't keep doing it. She just
Oh.
wanted to keep blowing out her candle.
Oh, the other little girl.
Yeah, the little whose birthday it was.
Oh.
Yeah, she just wanted it
Oh,
to
so
keep
the
being
big
lit.
sister was fed up. It was like, well, how am I supposed to
She
get
had-
a piece
No,
of-
that happened first. The
The
she
fallout happened first.
right, and then once that was
Oh.
done, she wanted to keep
Right.
lighting it so she can keep blowing
okay.
it out. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so no, yeah, so it still
Right.
stands. She's still,
yeah. She still sucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's a nut.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, cool. Thanks, guys. What is your most embarrassing story that you now laugh at?
I feel like I get rid of all those memories.
I'm trying to think.
Embarrassing?
Honestly, something that I felt embarrassed about. I think I
You
still
still don't
feel
wanna laugh
embarrassed
at?
about. I don't think I laugh at it. Like if
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I can't. I'm trying to think of a moment, but I can't. But I know that when I have moments, like if I'm at home or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, oh, remember that time when I did it? Like I still like I cringe
Cringe,
at
yeah.
myself. Like
Really? I
ah,
don't.
what an idiot.
Jeez.
But I can't even think
my
of
embarrassing
nothing.
story I know I've told on this show before, but if Dana was here, she probably will remember this vividly. But when we were in high school, me, Dana, and like our group of friends, we used to always like coordinate what we wore sometimes. And one year these Jordans came out, and they were two different colors, like two different sets,
Yeah.
and
I think this is my favorite story. Is this on the bus? This is my favorite story.
They were
I
doing-
tell other people this. story.
they were Jordan 5s, and it was like the I forget what the red and black ones, fire reds and the sunsets. That's what they were.
Okay.
Thinking back on this, it's like, girl, I was supposed to get the sunsets, but I got the fire reds, and it was like, oh, you and Sequoia were supposed to wear. It was something stupid.
Yeah.
So I went back and asked my brother for the sunsets, and I was like, you have to, like, I have to. He's like, no, I went out of my way to give you the fire reds, and like set them aside, and like they sold out. Like we don't have your size, and I'm like, well, what's the smallest?
Oh damn.
What's the smallest size you have? So my brother buys me these shoes. They're big as fuck. So I was like, I'm gonna wear like I wore like some khaki pants, like kind of like bell bottom me. I'm like, I'm just gonna like cover most of the shoe, but I got them on. I did the thing. I matched with my friends, whatever. Went the whole fucking school day. Got on the bus, sat next to my boyfriend on the bus, and out of nowhere, I just hear somebody say, hey, who big ass Jordans is this? And I fucking froze. Like my whole body just froze. And niggas were jumping over this seat. Cause I feel like not only, Peanut, I'll never forgive you for this. Not only did he had to have seen that in school and just decided, like,
Yeah,
I'm
like, how
gonna
did he
call
see
this
it?
bitch out on
Yeah.
the bus,
Right.
but everybody else had to have been in on it too, because how did everybody know automatically to look at it?
Yeah, they definitely knew.
They were like climbing over the seats to look at my fucking shoes.
All it takes
Why?
is one person to comment on something that you've been thinking all day.
Yes.
It's like that gave them the okay. Like,
Right.
so
Get to
everybody
the end of the day, I'm like, bro, nobody say that. Like, nobody noticed.
You were ready for no one to say. You were making sure.
I would have got home and because it was just about the
that
Monday
day, yeah.
after they came out that Saturday. So in my mind, I'm like, I never have to wear these shoes again. Like, I'm gonna go back to wear my
You
fire
can
red,
sell
like,
them.
whatever.
You can sell them bad boys.
I
And they
can't believe
dogged
he
you.
did that to me.
Peanut, how could you?
That's
Yeah.
my favorite story.
And my boyfriend was just sitting right next to
Why
me.
do I
Like,
feel like I
he
never
was
heard
equally embarrassed, I'm sure, but he didn't say anything, and I was just like, I'm finna fucking cry, like on this bus.
I don't feel like I
Why?
heard that story. I don't think.
No,
I don't think so.
My God.
Really?
It sucked. Anybody else got any like I was saying when I alleviate me?
I think it's just you, baby. I really feel like whenever I was embarrassed, I can't. It's gone. Like,
Yeah.
never think about that again.
Well, that's
I don't
healthy.
know. Somebody
Yeah, I
help
don't
if you know any embarrassing
Yeah.
stories about me.
And then a lot of
Oh,
my
if you
embarrassing
do.
stories are things that like probably may not even be embarrassing to like other people. Like they were all
Right.
things that were
Yeah.
like in my mind.
Right.
That
Yeah,
I
yeah.
felt stupid
Absolutely.
for. I felt silly
Like, why
afterwards.
did
Like,
they say that?
yeah, like it was stuff like that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That type of stuff. Well, I don't know. Maybe because I'm an adult now. Because as a kid, we process that as embarrassment, but I've stored those things in like the shame folder.
Yeah.
Like it's not embarrassment, it's shame. Because nobody really. It wasn't like people were laughing at you. Like nobody knew that
Yeah.
I was like that I was embarrassed. But yeah.
Well, okay, I do have one.
Yes.
It's work related. So I was actually, well, I was in. It was at the job. It was at the Black Ink job. And
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
And my higher up, she made me upset. Whatever she was doing, telling me to do something, it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I got on the phone and just like complained and was like calling her all type of names, like
Oh no.
just really, I was really just dogging this woman, like
Yeah.
really just saying everything. And then I had
Yeah.
went back into the office. I just like let go of that, like
Yeah.
da da da. And then she was at the desk, and I had walked in, like nothing happened. I just did whatever I needed to do. And she was like, "Well, whenever I'm done being a fat bitch, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." The wall was thin. She heard everything I said.
my
Our relationship completely changed after that.
God. Oh my God.
What did you say when she said that?
I froze.
You just
She
went back
caught
to
me
work?
red-handed.
Yeah.
She heard every single thing I said, every single
Oh
thing.
my God.
And I was her favorite, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
But she had a weird personality with everybody, but I'm the one that could handle it though.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I
This
just,
day
I
was
hit my
over
straw
it.
that day, and I was just like, she heard everything
That-
I said though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really embarrassing.
Yeah, no,
and,
that's-
and there was nobody else in the room, thank God. It was just
Yeah.
only her and I, but I was just felt, because I heard her feelings. So
Of
like
course,
that
'cause
was,
You feel bad now.
yeah. So I'm like,
Aw.
yikes. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
embarrassing.
that was a silly moment.
That was pretty
That's a
silly.
silly moment.
Yeah, and and like, I don't even think about it now. I'm like, that was really embarrassing. I don't even like need people to hear me speak that way about at work. Like
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you go for laughs? Like when you say like I need a laugh, like where do you go to?
Currently,
Because we're a bunch of clowns.
Because we're a bunch of clowns. No, but I feel like that's all we do.
Yeah.
When it's like
Clown around.
a group of us.
Yeah,
like,
we're
our
constantly
friends, I
laughing.
feel like all we do is laugh the
What
whole
about when
time
you're alone?
over dumb stuff?
Like
Um,
content wise, do you like have
I watch
a,
The Office. The Office cracks
Yeah.
me up
It'll do it every time.
to the
Sure.
core.
Yeah.
That show is hilarious.
Yeah.
What
So-
else is
Let
there?
me
think
I'm trying to think of a guaranteed. I'm sitting in
Yeah,
my
like I'm
room,
absolutely about to crack up
yeah,
at
just
this.
cracking up.
Yeah. Come on, get it out.
I don't know. More stuff like The Office.
For me, it's Don't Call Me White Girl.
I knew you were gonna.
I love Damona so much.
Yeah.
I just introduced her to somebody yesterday. Like put them on to
Really?
her. Yeah. And
You're so
that
good
was
at
great.
that. She really needs to meet you.
She
because
really
you,
does.
You advocate
I
for
do.
her.
I love her so much.
Yes.
And then
What happened?
The Mindy Project.
Yes.
That's my
That's
girl.
what I was thinking about in my head, but I don't watch it enough.
But you don't like go to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turn it right on
But
on.
it's-
No,
funny
yes,
like that,
yes.
though.
I love that. I think that honestly, like TikTok has just been.
TikTok is the
I just
spot.
kind of like go to it. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I know something's gonna happen, especially now that Aja sends me so much stuff. Shout out to Aja No Asia.
Yeah.
Sometimes lately I've been on TikTok a lot. Like it feels like constant nonstop. But anytime there's like a good stretch of time, like a couple hours or so, I always come back to messages from Aja.
Yes.
And so it makes it even funnier because not only the video, but like just the commentary back and forth.
Yeah.
So that's always nice.
I used to always look back at the Eminem video that you sent me.
Yes.
That always could make me laugh. I don't know. I
'Cause
haven't
it's
watched
so
it in a
stupid.
while now, but like initially when you first sent it to me, it could be like
It killed
6,
us.
7 months later, and I would click on it, and I died every time.
I just
It was
don't-
hilarious.
I don't
was
understand
just-
what possessed him to do that.
And there was so much intent behind it. Like he genuinely
It was
meant
serious.
this. Yeah, so
Good
yeah,
editing
no.
and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That video
No,
cracks me up.
It is
for sure.
hilarious. I'm trying to think of what else. I knew you were gonna say Damona's. I was like trying to think for myself, like who do I go to for like a laugh? Like,
Yeah.
I guess Dustin Ross from
Okay.
the Friend Zone, who. One day, in a perfect world, I want y'all together.
Yeah, I want us together too.
But I love him, and not to just make it about him, but I love him. And
Yeah.
So like, I feel like I know him. Like I'm
Right.
so proud of
Isn't
him.
that
Like
fun?
he's just he's amazing, amazing. But no, he's hilarious though. So sometimes just like going back and listening to old episodes of the Friend Zone and just like. Because he knows how to make, he's one of those people that can make light in any situation, nearly.
Yeah.
But tastefully. Like, he don't be like, like trying to make a mockery out of like real serious stuff. But he's always made me laugh. So I think that maybe Dustin is my Damona. For, like how Damona is for you, I think Dustin is my dad.
Absolutely.
Or Kid Fury, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And also because like on a lower note, I think me and Kid Fury have a similar sense of humor because it can be kind of dark sometimes. So I think I go to him for that too, because then on top of just needing to laugh, it also just feels relatable sometimes, especially if I'm in a space where I need a laugh. Sometimes I need somebody who's gonna like, that's what I was gonna say. Remember last episode when I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all something? It's not funny at all, and I don't expect y'all to laugh, but it made me laugh.
Okay.
Because I don't like, when people who have like a dark sense of humor, they be trying to make it seem like y'all are the weird ones for not laughing. It's like, no, like, like it's okay that people don't want to laugh about like your graveyard story or whatever. Like,
Right.
it's like, this is awkward.
Okay.
So I want just premise it by saying like, it's okay if you don't laugh, but it
Okay.
cracked me up and it cracked Ari up.
Give it to us.
So I was having a rough time a few days ago, and I had talked to my mom, and then my brother had called me and stuff, and me and my brother were on the phone for like a really long time, and I ended up like crying and stuff, like just a moment, which me and my brother don't really share that like that as adults because we're just grown, so we don't really talk that much like that. So that was just like a moment, and so I'm crying and stuff, and then something happened and we had to get off the phone. So by this time I had calmed down. We got off the phone, and then he had called me back, and he was like, yeah, G. He was like, he was like, I just made it in the house. He was like, did you want me to come over there? I said, no, that'll be a waste because it's about to be 5:30 or whatever. And, I'm like, I just got to make it to tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow will be different. I just got to make it to tomorrow. He was like, what do you mean by that? I said, these uncomfortable feelings that I have, I just got to push through them tonight. And then I'll wake up tomorrow and hopefully I'll feel different. I'll feel better. And he's just like, okay. But I could hear it in his voice. He felt very uneasy. So a couple more minutes passed. We started talking about something else, like, oh, what you finna eat? Da, da, da. Then he was like, hey, so you don't feel like you finna like.
Finna
But
like.
he wouldn't say
the word.
He wouldn't say it. And I said, commit suicide, Jonathan. I was like, kill myself. And he was just like, I don't say it like that. I said, that's what it's
What
called.
other way?
But it cracked me up because
In the moment, did you start laughing?
Yes, because that
that's
portion
good.
lasted. I gave y'all the short. It went on for, because if I wanted him to say it. And he was just like, you don't think you like, you don't feel like you finna like. He just kept, he was like, you know what I'm saying. On the phone like, I'm
I
just
love
sitting there.
Finna Light.
'Cause I had it my AirPods in, and I'm just sitting there like.
Just waiting.
And then finally I was like, kill myself, Jonathan. Like, do I think I'm gonna kill myself? I say, no, I'm too fucking scary to kill myself.
Not make it sadder. I'm too much of a pussy to kill.
Like, I couldn't even do that right.
Like, no. Thanks for bringing up something else that I
That I
can't
would fail
do.
at. That I would fail at.
Great.
Oh, that's great.
No, but that had me.
Finna Light. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
It's another thing that happened literally that same night, but I'm gonna share that offline because that's a little too much in my business.
Okay.
But I didn't want to share
Okay.
that because that had me cracking up. Like it
That's
went
crazy.
on for so long. You don't think you don't feel like you finna like. Just like
that's the best part.
I'm like, nigga, what? Like, say it. It was funny. So yeah, so that was that. So that's that's the end
I
of my
thought it was
silly.
great. I thought it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the end of my silly girl era questions. Do you have any other silly things to say before we log off?
My bun was falling. That was silly.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a new
I
vibrator,
didn't even notice that.
and I got
So
a
I
new.
looked like a clown. The
Oh,
whole
I
episode.
thought it was.
It
fun.
looked
I'm
kind of
sorry.
stylish. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
thought it
mean?
was.
Like, congrats.
I'll knock you out. It looked kind of stylish, you know what I'm saying? I'll punch him in his face.
Why though? I don't even fucking
is
get
not
it.
serious.
Why though? No, I
just
want
a
to give a
fucking
shout out to
clown.
Julia. I don't know if you were there.
Julia.
No, I wouldn't make a
fool
fool
of
of
ya.
ya. I hate that about us right now. But yeah, I don't know if you were there at this point of the party, or maybe you were. But our good friend Ari had a Halloween party, and we
Alright.
were playing a game called Drink or Do. And Julia, who I had just met that night, she very very sweet.
Oh, that's the
girl.
one who bought it for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
She pulled a card, and the card said like drink or buy anybody in the group like a special toy from.
That's
Amazon.
exactly when I got there.
And she looked at me and she was just like, "You want a toy?" And I was just like, "Okay." And I gave her my address and she sent me a toy and it is immaculate.
It's great.
Did she pick it or you picked it?
She picked it out.
She was like, I got something for you. I
Yeah.
saw the whole exchange.
Yeah, it's
That's great.
And toys ain't cheap.
winner chicken dinner.
So lame.
Oh,
this makes me laugh.
it does, and I hate it. I hate it.
I love that so
That makes
much.
me cringe.
When that girl was doing it in the club, that video of her just dancing to it, she was just like,
What?
and just keep dancing.
I
It was great.
hate it.
Tyrone hates it too.
Yeah, I really hate it.
I love it.
So yeah, this silly girl era is brought to you by the toy that Julia got me because y'all thought I wasn't leaving the house before. Now I'm really not going nowhere. No, it's a great. It's a great.
What
toy.
now?
I
She
do that a
said
lot,
silly
too.
era.
You did it
Yeah.
for too long.
I
I looked up
did
and
it.
I was like, no, I like
doing
it. I like it. So yeah, that's it. It's this. It's this.
I
part
know.
right here.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is.
The rest of it is not even that bad.
really,
But this.
I know. I honestly cannot stare at him doing that for too long.
Ow, it hurts my hand now.
It hurts my eyes. It's too long. You're not doing it like quick. It's the fact that I'm looking at you and I'm counting how long this is lasting.
Why would you count? That's where you go wrong.
That's the best move, though. It feels good. I feel like it's a good reset. I need
Right.
to remember that next time
Yeah.
I'm crying or something.
Well, that's why I get it for. That's why I do it, because you do it.
It's a good reset. No, it feels
You do
good in
that
my
all the
body.
time.
I do. It feels good in my body. It's just a reflex.
My
though.
God.
And you gotta move slightly, not
Yes.
even too much.
That's what it is.
And the
It's
tongue.
slight move.
I
And the tip
can't-
of the tongue. We hate the tip of the tongue.
We
Just-
hate the tip of the tongue. Let's talk about.
Cannot look at you.
Hey.
Come on now.
Like it's making my skin.
Well,
crawl
you
watching
guys
it.
can look at me.
When you do it, it like makes me laugh, and when he doesn't, I'm like, stop. I really can't take
This
it.
is ridiculous.
It's like I feel like it's like being embarrassed. It's like the feeling of when you're embarrassed for somebody.
Yeah,
else.
the secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, it's like
So you think you think he should be embarrassed? That's
You
what you're
think
saying.
so?
I hate that though. If
You
we
hate
ever do an
what?
episode about things that we hate the most, and
Please.
it's feeling embarrassment for
other-
somebody else.
I
Yeah,
hate
me
watching
too.
I hate that I
somebody
have
else
that.
I
be
can't.
awkward or
Yeah, it's
can't.
terrible.
Do you know how many things I turn off? Like
Yeah.
people are talking about something on the timeline, and I go to click on it because it's like everybody's talking about it, and then I get a few seconds through, and I'm like, I can't.
yeah,
I can't.
TV,
Can't watch
anything
this.
like I cannot handle.
Yeah.
Embarrassing
GFP used to
speeches, stuff like that.
Always like be in
Did you
spaces and
see
see stuff.
that
and be
white
like,
woman?
Yeah.
I
Yep. Terrible.
can't.
I had to fight to get to the end of that because
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. Yeah, no, I hate shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for taking a little time to just be silly with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think that silliness, You know, we talk about humor, we talk about joy, and like, but silliness, I think, is underrated. And I think that we need to give it a little bit more shine and just have some time to be silly. So I'm in my silly girl era. So if y'all want to talk to me about deep things, don't. If you want to talk to me about silly things, please do. You know, that's what I'm here for the rest of the year. I think maybe I'll check back in, like I'll turn the light switch back on. Maybe like January 4th, 5th.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe 6th, maybe 7th. January 7th. I'll get back to,
All right.
you know, critical thinking and problem solving skills and those types of things, coping
I'm
mechanisms.
gonna be off for 2 weeks into the new year. So
good.
I'm gonna be off for 2 whole weeks. Like,
What you gonna
into the
do
new
in those
year.
2 weeks? Silly stuff?
well, no, that's a lie. I will
Did-
not be off for 2 whole weeks into the new year. I'll be off a whole week because I'll be off a week before and then a week after.
You know what? You just said I don't know in a whisper, and it made me think about a TikTok. And maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But y'all know that TikTok of that mom catching her daughter? I think she like drew on the wall or something. And her mom was like so shocked that she was like, "Why did you do this?" And the baby was like, "I don't know."
Like, I'm doing what you're doing, girl.
Man.
Kids, y'all, parents, tip my hats off to y'all.
I'll tip my hat off to y'all, too.
Because I get this. I can't imagine it.
Can't imagine
It
it.
sounds crazy.
I'm so proud of y'all.
Oh, you're proud of y'all. Yeah. Upstanding citizens is what y'all are producing out here. Again, thank you for being silly with me. Follow us on TikTok at Away with Words the Podcast and on Instagram at Away with Words the Podcast. You can follow me there at Bree.stories and on TikTok. And you can follow me at Bree_stories on Twitter. You can follow at A Tati on Instagram and at A Tati on Twitter and at No TikTok Tati on TikTok.
Oh.
And you know better by now to not be following at moments_stu and at MJM Kid everywhere. Yes, everywhere.
My
And follow
Mindy
Be Easy
dance.
too. Don't fucking play with me. Follow at Please Be Easy. Follow the whole squad.
Yep.
Squad. Remember when niggas used to do that? I hate it.
Brick squad.
Squad. I still say Brick Squad when it's 10-17. And
You
so
have
does
to.
Tyrone, I've noticed. Love that for us.
Oh, wow.
Okay. We love y'all so much. We'll see y'all next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye.